I have one word for feminists who blame all women's societal problems on men. Enough! Women do face unique problems that men don't, but just blaming men avoids dealing with a real problem for women. Other women! Consider this! Numerous polls over the past few years show that the group who most hates working with women is women. In some cases by a 2-to-1 margin over men. As far as bosses are concerned, according to a Gallup poll, 27% of women say they prefer a female boss, while 40% of women prefer a male boss. Comparatively, only 29% of men prefer a male boss, while 80% are fine with a female boss. Reasons given for women's preferences? Women are more competitive with other women. Women feel that female supervisors actively inhibit their job growth potential, and women bosses are more judgmental of women employees. See, in the working world, it's women versus women, which is fine for prison flicks starring Sybil Danning, but not so good for female advancement. Let's look at another area, men's magazines. So-called lad mags have had more accusations of misogyny, objectification, and beauty myth promotion than they can beat off with a stick. Wait, that was a bad choice of phrase. Let's look at the evidence. Maxim magazine has sexy singers, actresses, and models on their covers. So does the premier ladies magazine Cosmopolitan. So let's look past the pictures and see what else is on the covers. On Cosmo, look like a cover girl, look better naked. 75 sex moves men crave. The love trick that makes him want you more. Sex treats for him. Now throw in all Cosmo's ads for cosmetics, weight loss, cosmetic surgery, and other messages telling women they need to improve themselves. And now, Maxim. Politicians gone wild. Badass MMA blowout. Guns N' Roses nearly killed me. 31 greatest dive bars. A year of beer. Homebrew how-tos. Does beer make you stronger? And psychic Super Bowl predictions. So which magazine do you think makes women feel more inadequate and objectified? The one that tells them they need to improve themselves and how to keep men with sex? Or the one that talks about the quest for the ultimate nacho? By the way, that was rhetorical. A study found that within 5 minutes of reading magazines like Cosmo, 70% of women feel depressed. In magazines, the feminist's greatest enemy is women. Let's look at the beauty myth. The beauty ideal template tends to be set by models, held up as the ultimate expression of femininity. But models are chosen by how well they show off fashions. Designers aren't looking for people, they're looking for clothes hangers. That's why most models on catwalks look like the dancing broomsticks from Fantasia. So Joe Lunchbox isn't consulted on his idea of what makes a beautiful model. In fact, they don't even allow lunchboxes near models. It's the designers. And who are the designers? The overwhelming majority are women and gay men. They're the ones telling us what female beauty looks like. That's like letting a vegetarian recommend a steakhouse. Do hetero men still express interest in the airbrush toothpicks? Sure, because we're men. And men like women. And I think a lot of men are afraid that if they don't drool over the Slim Jims, they're likely to have their heterosexuality challenged, often with the deep and probing question, what are you, some kind of fag? But does that mean that the rail-thin models who are supposedly the beauty ideal are the only kind of women men like? Not in the least. You want proof? Porn! Check internet sex sites, where you'll find all kinds of women, from barely legal to barely breathing. Some who look like they've been through a famine, and some who look like they've caused one. And they're all there because some men find them sexy. So who's fueling the beauty myth? Women! But Ed, you'll say, if women don't play along, they'll be subject to all kinds of criticism about their appearance. Yeah, but by whom? When it comes to looking at women, men are binary. A short checklist of attractors reduced to a series of yes-no questions. But women vivisect each other with an exacting, detailed criteria of weight, height, shoes, clothing, jewelry, makeup, tattoos, piercings, evidence of wrinkles, signs of plastic surgery, need for plastic surgery, hair color, hairstyle, manicure, nail polish, purse-matching shoes, and a plethora of other minute details that men are completely oblivious to. So who's really judging women by their appearance? Women! But all we seem to hear about from the loudest of feminists is that men are the cause of all female problems. Well, the data shows that the ladies need to do a little bit of house cleaning. Alright, that was another bad choice of phrase.